Our first guest tonight here to discuss the president's focus on economic opportunity for all American workers and businesses. Joining us tonight, Congressman Keith Rothfus of Pennsylvania. He serves on the House Judiciary Committee, the House Committee on Financial Services. Congressman, great to have you with us. Let's start with this very boring subject of trade, tariffs, and balanced international trading systems. Your thoughts? Is the president exactly right or not?
The president's highlighting what has been a problem, and this is a problem that just did not develop over the last few months or the last few years. You go back decades with this. You go back to a decision that President Clinton made in the year 2000 to let China come into the World Trade Organization.
Right.
China is a communist country. It's a command and control economy. They can deploy resources whatever way they want to. They overbuild their industries. They flood the world. We have to understand that China is the problem, has been the problem. We're putting our own house in order here. We now have a competitive tax code internationally because of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. We are now taxing American businesses less than their Chinese counterparts or their Mexican counterparts, restoring a competitive and comparative advantage for the United States in the global marketplace with a great tax code. We're getting our house in order with regulations, putting a check on regulations out of Washington, D.C. that don't make sense. And now we have to target those cheaters out there in the global trading arena.
Cheaters? Would you call it cheating for China to put at least 3,500 front companies in the United States for the purpose of espionage against both our government and our businesses?
You're absolutely right. China is aggressive in this. They do cheat in the fact that they're dumping, but they also have ulterior motives out there to try to steal technology. And
they're stealing $600 billion of intellectual property from the United States each and every year. And we've got morons in the national media worried about Vladimir Putin, for crying out loud. They're looking in the wrong direction, coming up with the wrong answers.
The president understands what a threat China has been and continues to be, and the people in the administration are looking for ways to get back at China for what they've been doing to us.
The president is talking about, straightforwardly, another $500 billion of goods from China will be hit with tariffs if they continue their nonsense. He is the first president in the last 3 decades to take on the issue.
Again, China is all about making sure it gets its products out, but not letting our products in. And again, the espionage that they've been doing, stealing our secrets. And so we have to be tough with China.
Yeah, absolutely. But, you know, that's an interesting way to put it. We have to be. We didn't have to be until President Trump said, get tough with China, and the nation followed.
Well, it's interesting.
I'm sorry?
No, go back again to the decision that President Clinton made in the year 2000 to let them into the World Trade Organization. What was happening before that? You remember all the scandals that we had in the mid-1990s with the fundraising, the Buddhist temple fundraiser, and what was going on with Riyadi, all these figures that popped up in the mid-1990s. And it was interesting because Louis Freeh at the time looked at the fundraising scandals in the 1996 as director of the FBI and said there should be a special counsel to investigate those. And what did Janet Reno do? Oh,
look, no, if you and I start talking about the idiots who have inhabited the White House over the course of the past almost 30 years, we're going to be here a long time. We don't have that time. Let me just say that the combination of Clinton, Trump, and Obama were 3 of the worst presidents we could have possibly had in succession. And if we hadn't elected President Donald Trump, this country would be in one hell of a sorry mess. Do you agree?
Well, you know, you take a look at where would we be today if Hillary Clinton were president? Hillary Clinton, and we look at what's been going on. We look at what's going on in Russia.
Yeah, I said, by the way, let me rephrase that. I said Clinton, Bush, and I meant Obama. Preceding Trump. If we did not have President Trump, I don't hear about the Hillary Clinton nonsense. The fact is that Trump is the differentiator. He is the person that is making the difference, the disruptor, and what it was a chain of calamity building for this country. Do you not agree?
Yeah, again, well, yeah, because you look at what would happen if Hillary Clinton had won the election. We would have had more of the same. We would have had more substandard growth.
You'd have had higher taxes. Probably war with Russia. I mean, and we, by the way, would be deeply in recession right now. because business in this country would be rolling over backwards.
Well, every step that Hillary Clinton took as Secretary of State, frankly, favored what Russia wanted to do. When they canceled missile defenses in Eastern Europe.
The left in this country right now, look at their agenda. They are the ones colluding with Russia. They want a state-controlled economy. They want a statist government. They want a massive government. They want socialism. They want handouts. I mean, they're describing, the left of the Democratic Party is describing communism, not socialism, communism.
Indeed. They're transparent about it, too. You go to the Democratic Socialists of America website, the Pittsburgh chapter here, it says they want to transition to a socialist society where the means and resources of production are democratically and socially controlled. Yeah. A socialist society controlled. Wow. That's what they're all about. And that's a recipe for paralysis, for stagnation.
It's a recipe for communism.
Not having an opportunity for people to live out their dreams and what they want to do and look to the state for everything.
Congressman, great to have you here, and we appreciate it. Keith Rothfus, thanks so much for being with us.
Good being on with you. Thank you.